What is up, y'all? I am the MC MNG,
and I am Master Shen Lo.
And together we are Deep Sector.
Yeah. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you everyone for joining us. And hopefully y'all are always getting something from this, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to give something. We don't know what you get exactly, you know. Everyone has their own things they're meant to get out of things, so
most definitely.
You never know, you know. Maybe I'll just hope it speaks to you in some type of way, and that's why you're here every week, you know.
Yeah, we hope it resonates with y'all. It means something. You can understand where we're coming from.
So it already gave us a stack.
It's stacked and ready to go.
Yeah, we're about to we're about to do some Jenga. That's tight, actually. I like how it's already stacked.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Save a little time.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little something different this week. Some Jenga. Or Jumbling Tower, whichever you prefer.
Walmart brand. Why would they even change the name? It's weird.
It's probably like copyrighted or something.
Oh, yeah, probably, yeah.
I have to pay for it.
They have a certain type of block or something, certain type of wood.
Yeah.
Because these do feel different than the regular Jenga.
Yeah, it's probably the whole thing. You guys like Jenga? You guys play Jenga at all? You ever played Jenga in your childhood?
Yeah, or you guys got any freaking other games? I'm always trying to learn different games, you know what I'm saying? So it's just cool stuff to do. The more you can do, you know.
There's a lot of different games out there.
Yeah.
I don't know. You ever heard of the game called Zombies? It was kind of like a role-playing game where like you set down a board and essentially, you know, you're a survivor and stuff, and you just got to get, you know, from point A to point B. You know, it's just about, you know, gathering supplies, surviving.
Is it kind of like Chutes and Ladders?
In a way, it's more like an open map, and you got to choose where you want to go.
Is it like a board game, though?
Yeah, and then like you roll dice and stuff to kind of see how it turns out, and you know, depending on the roll, you know, if it's good or bad. Or you know, like random encounters, like, you know, a zombie runs into you. You know, what do you have on you? Roll to see, you know, if he's survived or whatever.
Funny.
You know, stuff like that.
Yeah, that sounds actually pretty cool.
I like games like that. You know, it's pretty fun. Let me pour a shot real quick. Can you hand me a Twisted?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get loaded like a freight train, flying like an airplane. Dude, I've been fucking. You ever listen to Guns N' Roses?
I haven't for a while, but yeah, I've listened to them. Yeah, I like them.
Oh, yeah, you were there when I was playing them. Yeah, dude. I mean,
I was with Mark.
Yeah,
we all went freaking golfing and stuff.
Yeah,
that night. Yeah,
dude. They're I don't know. They've been my hype music for like the past couple of weeks now.
What you listening to this week?
Mainly a lot of rock. You know, yeah I've been playing like a lot of Guns N' Roses, a lot of Aerosmith, Metallica.
Nice.
You know, just other random songs. What's the Avenged Sevenfold? You ever heard of them?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you like Shine Down or like? You heard of Shine Down?
I've heard of them, yeah, but I mean, I've never really like listened to them. I mean, I might have heard of them, but I don't really listen to them per se.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They got some. They're more like heavy in certain aspects, but then they kind of mellow it out too and balance it like that. They hit heavy, and then they get real mellow in certain places, and it's like, wow. It creates a good harmony, I feel like, in the song, you know, instead of just rah all the time, you know.
No doubt.
But yeah, Metallica's always legendary. I've been listening to Metallica since I was a little kid. My mom actually is like a huge rocker. I only listen to rap and stuff because my brothers, and I always wanted to be like my brothers, so I thought that was the cool thing to do was to listen to rap. You know what I'm saying? And then also I was in freaking Denver public schools at the time, so everybody was listening to rap music. If you weren't listening to rap music, you weren't cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And none of that other stuff was really cool exactly. It was just stuff. But you actually listen to it sometimes and you know it. But you never told anybody.
What interesting thing,
just like Powerpuff Girls, bro. Half the dudes, I'm telling you, most dudes, you ask them now about if they watched Powerpuff Girls. They'll tell you, yeah, most dudes watched Powerpuff Girls when they were growing up.
Yeah, it was on.
Exactly. And it was a good-ass show.
Yeah.
But when you were a kid, you felt like a little girl. You didn't want to tell anybody you were watching Powerpuff Girls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. It's stuff like that is interesting, man. You know, the whole like perceptions that you get as a young kid, and then what you're conditioned to think with going to public schools and interacting with other kids.
Exactly. Like I didn't even used to like music class because people used to tell me that music that was for nerds. I wasn't trying to be a nerd. I was trying to be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that type of mentality, man. I'm glad I'm out of that. You feel me? Because it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's wild stuff, man.
It's real limiting. Okay.
Definitely, most definitely. And I'm glad we touched on that. Because that's something that's I find very interesting. Because so I'm a bigger dude, right? Growing up, I'd always been big, fat, but it's that whole idea, like
stereotype.
And it's crazy though.
Like it's bad to be big.
Yeah, and that plays on people. That has an effect.
It destroys you internally, bro. Like it really does.
Your perception of yourself, of what it means just to be you.
And yeah, like the first thing that really gave me that perspective was the 4 agreements. It's just your domestication, how you're taught to think things. You don't do this because someone told you not to do that like years ago, and they said something about it, and it affected you in such a way, and now you act differently because of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's not always bad. Your domestication isn't always bad. You know what I'm saying? It's just unchecked. When it's unchecked and you're unconsciously going out in life and just reacting and responding based off of your past, and you don't even know what you're doing, like that's the problem. So like I liked how it really brought that awareness, of that internal conflicts that's happening, when people are telling you stuff like that, and like people are just trying to teach you, so it's really not their fault. Everybody's just trying to teach each other, and we all don't know everything. You feel me? So everybody's learning as they go, so you can't really be mad at people a lot of the times, but yeah, it's a reality. It's real. People go through this shit, and that's why I'm really precautious about what I tell people. Because that shit could stick with them for a lifetime. Yeah,
that's one thing about you. It's based off of certain things you said.
For real, that's why I don't like to put people down. I make sure that I'm speaking in a more uplifting way.
Yeah.
And if I'm joking, I'm joking. I always make sure it's very clear. Where did you take that from?
The bottom over here. It is interesting though too, because I mean that really conditioned me. Like just seeing how people reacted to being fat, and the way people treat you, and it just because now I'm no feather. I'm still a pretty big dude, but compared to how much I used to weigh, and stuff like that, it's just it's just thinking, it's crazy, like the ideas that I had of what it meant to be bigger, fat, and just these concepts that I had in my head about it, because for the longest time, it felt wrong. I mean, it's interesting because Joe Rogan talks about how fat shaming works, that it gets people to lose weight. And I can see that, yes. But, on the other side, there is the mental effect of it. It can push you to go and lose all this weight because you don't feel comfortable in your body, because people are shaming you to think that it's wrong, which, I mean, obviously it's not good to be super obese, and it's not good for your health, and that's just a fact. But shaming people to a certain point, it has an effect still, like in mentally, like because like I'm saying, like I don't want to think that being fat is wrong, evil, stupid, whatever, but it's, and I don't typically, but it's just the thoughts in my head and the way I was
raised to think.
It happens.
Standards and shit,
Yeah,
it's,
dude,
it's freaking sad.
It is. It truly is.
Because we've been tearing kids apart our whole lives before we even build them up. And kids are ruthless, bro. They have no filter sometimes, and they just cut at the soul. you're like, damn, man, you really don't know what the fuck you're saying. You know, like as an adult, you could mediate it more, but like if you're a kid, bro, growing up with kids that are just tearing you apart internally, that's just hard, you know?
Yeah. It is, man. Life's
Look at him.
Life's tough.
He's fucking careful as heck with that. Nice.
But yeah, man, it's good to reevaluate your agreements with yourself and, you know, things that you were taught to be, you know, as nothing but truth or the way things are. Exactly. But it's not always the way it is.
You always got to challenge your beliefs and everything, you know, because that's how you really
grow.
Exactly. You grow that way. And I've been going through that for quite some time, you know, just that reevaluating my own structure and system internally. Mm-hmm. And I first started that journey with the Four Agreements for sure. Mm. You know, I started on a deep spiritual journey with The Alchemist, but the Four Agreements brought a different lens into the spectrum. So
I remember that.
There's a lot of books that touch on it, though. It's not even just that one, you know. Like that was just like the first one that really opened my eyes. There, Don Miguel Ruiz. That's like a huge thing he talks about. Is that, you know, domestication and stuff like that. So if you read any more of his books, he's going to continue on that, and it builds more on, you know, just that understanding.
Yeah.
So he's great. I love that dude. And also just the Toltec wisdom in general. It's all about psychology. Most indigenous cultures is like psychology, like straight up. Before psychology was even that word, it was just the understanding of ourself. You know, like you know. But now we have psychology, and according to and supposedly Sigmund Freud, you know, started that.
Yeah,
which is not the case exactly. You know, he documented it for America. Yeah, he was the first one to name it. Exactly. But yeah, this has been going on for centuries. You know, where ancient cultures have been doing this shit. You know, this ain't nothing new.
Yeah.
You know, they actually seem to have understood it even better on a deeper level already, you know, than we have. You know, a lot of those cultures have really helped me internally. You know, just their wisdom that they've been willing to share with us. You know, in books and in, you know, through practitioners and teachers and stuff like that. And yeah, actually, I met. I'm not going to say too much, but I met this guy. I'm trying to bring on the podcast. He's freaking. I guess he's a Mayan priest. So I'm looking to get him on. I don't know what he's got to bring to the table, but I'm sure it's something way different.
Yeah, I'm sure it's something.
You know, and just the fact that he told me he was a Mayan priest, it kind of like, I was like, wait, what? I'm into Mayan wisdom and stuff. You know, I've been reading a lot of the Mayan teachings. Like I read Jose Arguelles. He's one of the like the wisdom leaders at the forefront for Mayan culture and stuff like that. He wrote the book Surface of the Zavuya, and also he's co-author of the Cosmic History Chronicles. That might be wrong, the name. I can't think of it exactly right now. I have the whole set over there in my freaking thing. But yeah, he's co-author of that, and he's just breaking down their whole perspective. That was his whole life journey, pretty much. So he was real insightful, you know, in all his work. And just, I've always had a deep connection to Mayans. My ex-girlfriend was a Mayan, you know, so it just stuck with me. You feel me? So he'd be an interesting guy to bring on. He was really interested too. He said he was already like checking our stuff out, and I never even knew the dude's name until that day we actually started talking about this shit. And he's like, guys, see, it's weird because we've seen each other and we know each other, and it's like we're always on that vibe, you know. But we never actually talk. You know, we never really communicate, like try to actually like, you know, see what each other's about. You know, like we might say hi and bye or whatever, but when I talked to him that day, I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, and I spent freaking I spent time in Guatemala and stuff with the medicine man and stuff like that." I was like, "Dang." It really opened my eyes, you know. I was like, "Man, I've always been saying this thing, right? You never know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Straight up. That just highlighted that so
Good or
much
bad?
more.
You
Yeah.
never know.
You just never know who you're talking to, man. And I still don't know who this guy is. You know, he told me just a little bit, and I was like, I'm curious to see what else he has to share. You feel me? He seems like he was really willing too. It's like,
Oh, I forgot. You're supposed to keep building it as with like the bricks.
are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So here, let me go first.
I was wondering what we were supposed to do.
So I mean, yeah, if you want to just build it. Yeah, I'm sleeping.
I knew there was. I was like, are we supposed to rebuild this shit as we go, or like I didn't know if we were supposed to like do it on the side here, or
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that's awesome, though, man. It's I'm always on the lookout for interesting people, and I mean, a lot of just everybody's interesting. Everyone has something to say,
exactly,
some
bro.
experience they've had.
Just is somebody that's willing to share their experience, like because you could get so much insight from people, if you're open to it, Let me see a lighter, bro.
Yeah, Bogarting them over here.
I always freaking lose my lighters. I think my toker poker's in the car. This dude all dropping this shit all rough. He gonna knock the whole thing down. That's why I could not have my cat in here right now. There's no way.
Yes, wouldn't stand.
There's no way. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to put you away. You're freaking doing too much right now, cat.
It's been a nice change in weather. I mean, it was kind of warm, but now it's like kind of windy and cool. Yeah, I like that. How was So you said you went hiking the other day, yeah? You ended up going hiking?
I actually didn't. We were gonna, and then it got too late, so we ended up going and playing mini golf.
Hell yeah, where at?
The
The one at Bellevue? Or no?
It is at Bellevue, yeah.
Nice.
Right there by Cornerstone.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, the Colorado Journey, I think that's what it's called.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it was really great.
Did they have the water on and stuff, or no?
Nah, no water on. But it was our good friend Cody. Shout out to Cody.
Shout out Cody.
Yeah, he gave us a great experience. Me and one of his other friends, his name's Dylan.
Nice.
We tripped.
Nice.
And
mini golfed?
Yeah, mini golfed. So essentially the whole idea of the trip was, because this dude, I guess, he had a bad experience with acid, growing up. The only time he ever did it was a bad trip.
That was the last time he did it?
Yeah. Then he just had a bad energy about acid. So Cody presented to me the idea of us taking this dude on a trip and, giving him some insight and helping him through his experience and, maybe to help him progress, and get past that part of his life. So that's what we did. Cody's interesting dude, man. He's really intelligent, He goes about things a certain type of way, and it's just like, wow, you really did that shit, bro. You freaking... like, who made you? Or where have you been training at? Like, what have you been doing forever, bro? Because this dude, he's so he has so much skill sets that people just don't even know about. And he's just like a character. You feel me? He's funny and kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
But when you actually talk to him on a real level, he knows what the fuck he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? He's really intelligent. So he guided that whole experience. Essentially, he was trying to show me even how to do that myself. How to kind of guide those type of experiences, and because I told him I've wanted to do that. I've always wanted to do something like that where I share my knowledge of psychedelics, because I went through that bad trip type, what you would consider a bad trip. I went through a lot of that shit, and I pushed myself through it and came out of it, and I've learned a lot from it. So I feel like I could help people a lot in that area. So it was a good opportunity for me, and he's just a great dude, and the other dude was awesome too, and it was a good growing and learning experience for all of us, I never experienced nothing like that. It was it was a different trip. It wasn't super heavy or nothing, but it was deep. It was really deep, and it felt really good. Like just different. Like it's a weird feeling. Like it was different than any other trip I've experienced, because it was like I was helping someone else in the trip. I think like that's just a whole nother element that you have now, and I don't know. It did something for me. It did something different for me. You know, I don't know how to explain it exactly. It was definitely a learning, and it helped me grow. But it was like in a way I kind of like, it was like a peace for me, you know, that I needed. Like I was able to attain a certain type of peace by giving some of myself to help this dude through his situation, you know?
In a way, I think it really calms you to calm others, you know? Because, I mean, there's been times we were tripping, you know, and it just...
You've helped me a lot.
It helps, you know, to just like, you know, just to be calm and to, you know, help others be calm. And it just keeps the calmness, you know, calm.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is an interesting thing.
Yeah, you're really good at that, bro. Like, I remember there was that one time, I forget if it was the time we took 10 tabs or what, but I remember we were on your back porch, and I was just having a hard time with the trip. It was hitting me hard. You know, he's like, just breathe. And we sat there and we just took deep breaths together for a little while, you know, and that shit helped me so much. And I carry that with me in all my trips, you know. Every time I get to that state, I just sit there and I breathe, you know, like we did that moment. And yeah, I always just calm myself, you know, that way.
You know, and we talked about it before, like the whole, like meditating and anything. And like, I've really been working on that, just like, because it's just breathing, you know? And so like, as I'm like stocking freight, you know, as I'm like, you know, just chilling, as I'm, you know, working out, you know, I'm taking these deep breaths and just focusing on my breath, but, you know, as I'm counting, you know, and stuff like that. And it's really interesting, because I've talked to you before too, how in like Star Wars, you know, the Jedis have like battle meditation, or at least some of them, you know, where, you know, they use, you know, fighting technique as, you know, they're focused, they're calm, they're at peace while at war, you know. And it's an interesting thing, you know, being able to literally be calm and at peace, you know, while you're, you know, doing something, while you're actively, yeah, you know, doing something, not just, you know, sitting there with your eyes closed, legs crossed.
I think it's a good time for me to share my experience, all right?
Yes, tell me.
All right, so...
Tell us.
I did the stupidest shit ever. So, like, well, maybe not the stupidest shit, but I did some stupid shit the other day, you know, just not thinking. Where I dropped my car on my arm. So essentially, I was changing my tire. I had a flat tire. My rim was fucked. I had to completely change to a spare. So I was doing that, but I was on a slant. You know, I jacked my car up on a slant, not thinking, and it's one of those little jacks. You know, it's not like a big jack. I think if I had a big jack, it might not have felt like that. But the little jack, how it's made, and how I was positioned, it just was not smart. You know, because I forget how Cody explained it. Hold on. So the jack. Yeah, so my car was like, it was like this. And the jack is trying to jack it up like this. So the car's hitting at an angle already, you know? So any slight movement could really rock it, unless you have something to stop it.
Yeah.
So I wasn't thinking. I freaking was trying to get my tire off. This shit freaking rocked because I moved. I pulled it off. And I moved the whole car, rocked straight onto my arm, and my arm was stuck in between my car and my wheel, you know. And I didn't freak out. Like I was actually completely calm in that situation. Like when it happened, I was like, "Oh fuck, shit," you know. Like damn, I did something bad. I shouldn't have fucking did that, you know. And my hand was in there. I just remember looking at it. I was like, what the fuck? My hand's really in there. I was like, well, I got to get it out. And I just remember, like, I pulled on it. I was like, damn, that shit's really stuck. I'm going to have to really pull it. So I had to like yank this shit, but I wasn't trying to like just rip it, you know? I was like steady. And I remember my hand, it looked like fucking rubber. It was weird, bro. Like, it looked like rubber. Like, it didn't even feel like bone anymore. Like, I don't know what it was exactly, but like I was so calm in this moment, and I'm just doing this. I get my hand out of there, and I just I'm like, fuck that shit, man. I'm going inside. I call my dad and stuff, let him know what happened. He said he's not going to be able to help me until the morning, so I start calling around, and my hand starts gushing after a while. You know, I think the adrenaline was holding up my blood. But like I had a rush, an adrenaline rush, but I wasn't freaking out. I wasn't panicking like in my head and shit. And I really believe that calmness is what helped save me. The fact, like if I had freaked out and my hand's in there, fuck, it'd have made it a lot worse. I might have actually broke my shit or something, you know. And I barely got a little scrape and a bruise on my thing, you know. And I'm perfectly fine, you know.
I think back to like our point, you know, perception is everything, you know, because like, yeah, you know, if you would freaked out, maybe you would have, you know, like jerked your arm and, you know, got it further stuck or, you know, dislocated your shoulder, you know, some shit.
That's what I'm saying, you know, and because I be paying attention to how I respond when I'm anxious and stuff like that, you know, like I don't, like for instance, I didn't think that all the way through because I was like anxious and in a rush, you know. It's like honestly, if I was chilling, like really relaxed, I wouldn't even have done that. I would have thought about that. You know what I'm saying? I've changed tires before, you know, with people and stuff, and I've been around mechanics and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck I wasn't even thinking, bro. It was really a stupid moment for me. That's how I felt, you know. But it taught me a lot. You feel me? And
definitely, I think something I've learned too, like not in like relation to that, is like, you know, it's how soft and malleable the body is, you know, in every way. Because, you know, we try to think like that we're like that we can like just break or something, you know, like yeah, our bones can break, but you know, our body's real soft and squishy. Like I remember one time, Memo, my little brother, we were like going into the house, getting back from somewhere, and he had accidentally gotten his hands like stuck in the trunk, and it got closed on his fingers. And, you know, he was stuck there for like a good, at least a minute, you know, as we, you know, fumbled to realize what was going on and open up the trunk. Maybe not that long, but, you know, from like 30 seconds to a minute. It was a good amount of time. But, you know, like his fingers were fine after. You know, they were a little, you know, squished, but, you know, they were fine. You know, it's crazy because, you know, essentially his fingers were literally, you know, closed in with the trunk, you know?
That's crazy. That shit happened to me when I was a kid too, where my fingers got stuck in the door. And yeah, my fingers were smashed, but I was all right, you know, like it didn't even draw blood or nothing, but it hurt. It hurt.
I bet.
Crazy part about that last thing though, I didn't even hurt. I didn't even feel it.
Yeah, definitely adrenaline.
Yeah, I didn't feel anything, bro.
What about now? Is it sore and hurting?
There's like you could feel a little bit of something, but it's not like excruciating, you know?
Because I remember when let's take a shot. When I got in my wreck with the red truck, at first, you know, I was fine. You know, like I was so concerned about the other guy and just the car and stuff. And yeah, by the time I got home, though, shit, dude, that shit hurt. Like when I was just trying to get up from bed, and you know, just my back was killing me, my knee was hurting. It was, you know, because like essentially, I went from, you know, 40 to 0, and you know, my knee had hit like the dashboard, and the airbag had, you know, hit my chest and shit, and you know, it all plays a role, and especially like, you know, anything in motion wants to stay in motion. So if you go from 40 to 0, your body pushes forward, and the airbag pushes back, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's a mix.
Yeah. You know, so it's It's interesting though, you know, because at first I didn't feel nothing. The ambulance came. They're like, "You okay? You need anything?" I'm like, "No, I feel fine." And then, you know, get home and fucking. I ended up going to the ER later just to get a scan and everything. But yeah, dude, shit was.
You were good though. Were you good?
Yeah, I was all good. Everything's fine. You know, they just said it's it's just normal because the airbag hit me and then me hitting my knee on the dash and everything and just the force. The force has to go somewhere. So it chose me. Well, and the cars, obviously, they fucking they carried that shit. That's what's crazy too. Like I couldn't imagine, riding. Like I like motorcycles and stuff, but I never rode one per se yet. Yeah. But that'd be wild. It's you. You're riding a motor, and if anything happens, some God's hands. You want to take the shot? Yeah. I definitely would love to ride bike. Whoa. Excuse me.
Hold on. That's it, though.
Deep strokes. Life, love, and liberty. Yummy.
Delicious.
Spicy. Let's see what I can do here. Mm-hmm. Shit, man. But yeah, I'm glad you're good, man. It'd be unfortunate for you to lose an arm.
Yeah, I'm fucking grateful, man. I did it because, I need that arm. You're real close to that.
Too close.
Are you burning it?
No. Is it the same one, too? Yeah, it's the same one. Cool. It's the same guy. Yeah.
I seen that shit. I was like, you're real close to that.
I'm real good at that. I'm getting better. Yeah, man, it's a interesting trip. Like I was telling you, there's been things where I've clipped my hand or smashed in things, and it's really giving me pause for thought. Or even when I was changing my oil and stuff, I was under there and I was thinking the same thing, man. It's like shit, dude. If this jack just gave out right now, I don't fit under this car normally, so it's like shit. It's risky, so it's
for real.
You gotta be careful. It's it's always everything's a risk, but it's got to calculate them,
Yeah.
And be just wise with them. But yeah, man, it's because I always thinking about dismemberment and shit. Like I have that insurance too, accidental death and dismemberment. So it's like,
oh really?
Yeah, so I think about that. That should be scary. I've had a nightmare before where it's like it's the power equipment. It's like a walkie stacker. You know what that is? Like the pallets or the jack that raises the pallets up and top still and stuff. So like those, I had a nightmare once where it was like I was in the distance and like I just look over and I see someone like getting smashed by one, and it's stuff like that, like you're not gonna break or fall apart, you're gonna get smashed. Like that thing is gonna roll over you and continue to move while you get squished. Like that shit is real, and it's not a joke. Like you gotta be careful with that kind of shit, It's like a car, that shit is a death machine. Like if it's not used right, that thing is a weapon, Like with anything, tools are tools, but in the wrong hands, it's a weapon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real though. That's crazy. I never thought of it like that.
Yeah. Oh.
Damn.
Oh, is at the bottom? Shit. Okay.
That was the only one I could grab, bro.
I believe it.
You don't believe it?
No, I believe it. Come on. getting intense.
For real.
You guys liking what you're seeing here? Like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends. You didn't see anything get burnt.
This shit's crazy. You see how wet it is? Did you put any saliva on that? I don't think so. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, where is that wetness coming from?
Maybe it's the high hemp. I don't know.
And it's all resined up. You're like, what the heck?
Maybe it's the resin. Yeah, causing it to get moist.
Maybe. That would kind of make sense.
Well, because... Phase change. Because you're taking a solid and turning it into, like, a gas, right? Maybe somewhere in there it cools to a liquid before it goes back to a solid.
Right? That's something else.
Just like in between. Isn't there a word for that? I feel like there's a word for that. I know there is. When it's like, it's both. It's like, it has something to do with phase change. I forget.
Damn, this is getting intense.
It is. Okay, I see you, Lo. So many choices.
Yeah. Hot as fuck. That motherfucker.
Nice. Making some good moves.
Seems like you play Jenga a lot. I've never really played it.
Maybe a few times.
It seems like you know the end game almost.
Yeah, it crumbles. I've seen it before. My visions don't lie.
Nah, we're not gonna crumble, bro. Watch us. We're about to take it next
Yeah,
level.
it's gonna be fucking. We're gonna do the world record.
For real. For real.
Right here live. Each one's gonna have like a single layer. That'd be crazy. Yeah, just like. Sheesh. Life, man, it don't stop.
Never.
Until it does. And then, who knows? Can you twist me, good sir?
Yeah. Twist you. I'll twist you up.
Like, twist me, brother.
Twist me. Hashtag twist me.
Hashtag twist me. Oh, shit. Is it my turn or your turn?
I think it's your turn.
Okay.
I'm like, damn, this is getting intense. Damn. He's ridiculous over there. But what was your week like, bro?
It's been an interesting week, man. I mean, it's mainly been all work, but which typically tend to be. But it's always on its toes. I mean, things. Well, so there's been a death in Mariah's family, and so like, yeah, that's been really recently, and so that's been something that's been developing, and it's
Sorry to hear that.
yeah, it's unfortunate, and every time it happens, it always just makes me reflect, and to be, grateful for the health I have now, and the fact that I'm alive, and able to do things still. So I have to use that time wisely, because it's not forever. It's finite. My youth will fade. I can, mentally stay youthful, but the physical body, degrades. It's just, a fact. But you can do what you can to keep it healthy. It's just, you're only here for so long, and that's just the reality.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true though, man. I be thinking about that a lot. Damn. Just mortality. This dude is ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's going ham. He's like, sound like a pig.
Yeah, mortality's real.
For real though, like we're not promised to live forever.
I feel like everything's mortal. You know what I mean? Nothing is immortal.
Yeah, even planets die.
Yeah, that change is just it's the law, because it's what it is.
It's what it is. Yeah,
The beginning, it's just the end of something else, or the end is just the beginning of something else. It is what it is. You need that material to build with, in my opinion.
It's your way of giving back. Gotta give yourself back to the universe, bro.
Just contributing, doing my part.
Straight up. Look at this.
Yeah, it's heating up.
I told you, I've been studying physics and rock stacking and shit. I've been seeing people.
Yeah, you know some shit.
I don't know anything. I'm just saying, I've been looking. Trying to catch some knowledge. And it seems like it helps here. Just gotta be careful. I had to grab. I know I grab.
Oh, is that gonna do it? Sweet. That's a nice pick and slot you had there.
This shit's crazy.
Little bitch.
Oh,
shit.
You got it. Oh, shit.
Well, I got it. I'll not stay.
What am I supposed to grab?
That was good.
That was really good.
Jenga. Or, what is it? Jumbling Tower.
Walmart.
Doesn't have quite the same ring to it, but
That shit was funny. Oh, I've been studying physics. Boom. I knocked it all down. I didn't know what to grab. I was like, what?
It's endless.
He's got a little melody going.
The tea's done, though.
Did you see? Did you see that that meme?
What's that?
He was talking about old Victorian slang.
Maybe. What was it about exactly?
I don't know. There was it was just one part in particular. It's called "Btch the Pot." It means get the tea.
Btch the Pot.
Bitch the pot. Right. I was like, damn, bro. Right. Get the tea. Bitch the pot. Like, really?
Yeah, it's probably informal. Oh man.
I thought it was funny too.
It's a good one to know.
And bitch the pot.
That's good. That one's better than Twist Me.
Twist me.
Like, bitch the pot.
Twist me's original though.
Yay, that's true. Twist me, good sir.
Crazy.
I remember playing this at like the Boys and Girls Club and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This, some pool, some skee ball. Remember skee ball? Or, I don't know if it was called skee ball, but it was like you had like 3 balls and it was like a carpet table and you just like, try to knock their balls off.
Hockey?
Wow, no, because it was like it was pool balls kind of, but it was like 3 white balls and then you shot with a red ball, and you kind of just like
I never played that.
try to knock one of their 3 into the gutter, and the first one to get 3 wins. Yeah, you guys know what that's called? Let us know in the comments below.
I never played that.
Yeah, it was interesting. That was a fun one.
I play foosball.
Foosball's cool. I like ping pong. I really like ping pong. Some table tennis.
Table tennis.
Yeah.
I've only played table tennis once in my life ever.
It
was fun though. I liked it.
I love pool.
Pool's fun. Pool. Pool is dope.
Felt's nice. Went a while back.
You talking about the pool place?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was tight. It was nice to go there.
Have you ever been there before?
No, it was my first time.
Yeah, Felt's nice. It's a good little spot. Play some pool.
Check out Felt's. Inglewood.
Tip your bartender.
Tip your bartender. Yeah. Were you trying to hit that again?
Yeah, I'm down. I like a good spot where you can get a drink, a little grub, and have some fun.
Exactly.
I like Dave Buster's is fun too.
Yeah, I haven't been there in freaking years since I was like a kid.
You should go.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it.
It's fun. They have some new stuff. Like they have some like VR stuff. Last time I went, it was out of commission, but like they also have like these rides that are like 4D with like one of them was like Men in Black. I forget what the other one is, but yeah, like you sit in it, it's like rolls around and you like get like a remote or whatever to do your thing, and you wear like the visor. And it's pretty cool.
Damn. Yeah, I've never actually done no VR.
No, never, nothing.
Not at all. So I'm actually pretty curious to see.
VR's pretty cool. I've done it like once or twice. It's in like different. Like I've done it once on like the
Did
PlayStation.
you lose cognizance?
I wouldn't say so. It's immersive, but it's not. I mean, then again, I didn't play it for very long. But yeah, it's. I mean, I think possibly if it was different, or like if you're like literally like on a treadmill with different things and maybe like a more reactive controller, but the visor I think is good, but I think there needs to be more. I don't know, input in a different way.
Yeah.
But then again, like I said, I haven't done it very much. So, but it was interesting. I played like a Rover Saves the Universe. It's a game made by like one of the Rick and Morty dudes, and yeah, it's been interesting. It was different, and I mean, yeah, I liked it. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Highly recommend it. But then actually, yeah, like I said, at Dave Buster's, they have like a Star Wars one where like you get to use like lightsabers and shit.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, I might have to check that out.
Yeah,
For sure. 'Cause
Highly recommend it.
I've never even done it, so I'm like, really wondering about it.
What I really want to do is like a sensory deprivation thing.
The tank.
Pod? Tank? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to try that.
That'd be tight. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
I know me and Harrison were talking about doing that for the longest. Never got around to it, but I don't know. Maybe he did, but.
Sensory deprivation. Yeah, dude. That'd be a good try. This makes me think about, getting a massage. That shit's transformative.
Right? Massage is great. I got one for my first time like a few months back. I was like, shh. It was actually pretty life changing. Not gonna lie.
It is. It truly is.
You don't realize how tense you are until you got people pointing it out.
Yeah, literally fucking getting rid of it.
For real.
It's like, wow. Night and day.
All the time.
Did you already get one? No.
Oh no. Put that out. I'm simultaneously bringing this one in and shooting the other one out, I just started doing that the other day. It felt really cool.
It's interesting how, like, your finger always wants to follow your pinky.
Yeah, that's what I've been working on, like trying to change how my hands move because I feel like my hands just be trying to do their own thing.
Yeah, I used to always mess around with my hands.
I never used to do stuff like that.
You didn't do that or no?
Oh yeah, I used to do stuff like that, but or like gang signs.
Yeah, it helped.
Yeah.
Do you know about like the coyote one? Like the face.
Oh no! What? That's crazy.
Ears. Yeah.
So I've learned all this. Master wizard over here.
Sorcery. Do you guys know what that is? Can you do that with your hands?
Yeah, how did you even do that? You do it like this or something.
Yeah, you're close. So essentially, put those together. Cross these. Bring these ones over. Put these underneath.
Oh. Interesting. That's something. It's facing me. It's a coyote. You said it's called the coyote?
Yeah.
Damn, I've never heard of that.
Wait,
Where'd you learn that?
I don't know. I think that's how I remember it. It's Coyote or Fox. I forget. But somebody showed it to me back in like 6th grade.
Damn. That's interesting.
Yeah. It's different. I don't know. I remember I tried to do like a lot of I forget, like cheese stuff, where you do the hand signals and you know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's like you do different like hand signs.
Oh, you said cheese stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I do know what you're talking about.
And like it essentially builds up energy.
Mudras?
Something like that. I don't know the terminology, but yeah, it was it's interesting stuff.
Where was it from?
I mean, I think it originated, and like obviously the tradition and idea of sharing energy. But I remember Naruto was really big at the time.
Oh, and, I see. You were doing Naruto shit. You're like, wah, 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 wah. Heck yeah, bro.
But yeah.
I don't know. I didn't watch Naruto like that, so I don't know how accurate that is. I'm sure they're pretty accurate. Most of those shows that have stuff like that in it are pretty accurate with what they're using. If it's like spiritual and shit like that, because they don't want to be looked at some certain that type of way. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. What, you guys know about this? Inform me. I'm sure I could figure it out with a quick Google search, but yeah, let's talk.
He said the cheese stuff. Or have you heard of the 9
what chakras?
Nah. Oh, shit.
Don't. The 9 realms.
Not exactly. The 9. Hold on. I actually kind of forgot what I was saying. Fuck.
Man. Well, I really love these half and halves.
Yeah, these are
Shout out to Twisted Tea, man. Not a paid promotion, just delicious. The lemon, I feel, it makes it a lot more smoother. The sweetness is just like prime.
Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah. I like them all, but because it's supposed to have lemonade, right? Or lemon in it, you said?
Hard iced tea and lemonade.
What is the other one? They have raspberry, peach.
Raspberry peach. I think that's it. And then just the regular.
Yeah,
and half and half.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's probably my favorite too. So if not, I just get an original.
Yeah. They do the trick.
So, I think they taste good too.
Yeah, they do. I just like this one because I feel like the lemon, just helps.
Yeah, I hear that.
Covers up the bitterness.
Mm-hmm. Did I pull one?
I think so. I think you put that one up there.
I think I did. I'm pretty sure. This shit was epic. It took me a minute. I don't know if it's because of how it's set up or what.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Take notes. Round 2.
Fight.
Have you ever seen that? Drawing a blank. What's it called? It was a show that came out on Netflix recently.
Baki?
No, it was like a live action show.
Ultraman?
It was based off like essentially, them going to like an island and being in a game. It's something game. Fuck. I feel like
Squid Game?
a Squid Game. Did you ever watch that?
I watched a little bit of it, yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
That shit was crazy.
It's like, this was life or death. It's like, dude.
Everything is life or death.
Yeah, it's all life or death.
Especially in that freaking show, though.
Yeah, no, that show
was a trip.
That is wild. That's what I mean, though. Like, what's the first one? It's like red light, green light, and shit. It's shit's intense. That'd be crazy though. Like, though, I don't know how far you watched it, but like, there's like a tug of war part. You know?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
and they kill each other.
Yeah, that should be crazy. Yeah, fall to your death.
Some kind of.
Yeah.
Some kind of motivation, though.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
It'd probably make you really pull that shit.
Playing for keeps.
Like, we're about to die if we don't do this shit.
No give backsies.
And the ones who fucking lost usually knew they were gonna lose because they had this person or that person.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's a good story though. I liked it.
I thought it was an interesting story.
Yeah, it's different. I don't know. Maybe it's the same, but I don't know. I like stories. It's whatever. Yeah, I'm usually not too critical unless it's like super horrible.
Yeah, I hear that. Is it my turn?
I remember I got one over here. Did you go after that?
I don't remember.
Oh, shit. We need some sort of counter. We'll use this twisted. Here you go. I'll go next.
How?
Bueno. Muy bien.
Oh, is that bright?
I don't know. Who am I to judge?
Bam. See that?
I seen it.
Yeah. Observe.
Shall I observe?
Yes, you shall. And for your own good.
Da-da. That's a really good bass we got there. Strong.
Right.
One no shot. Let me finish this bottle, maybe. Oof. You never really love that sound. It's like it'll do it for me. You know what I'm talking about? Boom. Jenga.
Jumbling Tower.
Tower jumbled.
It jumbled down. Damn. That was ridiculous. I did that shit.
Was this on purpose? Was this self-sabotage?
I guess.
Well, they never know.
I guess. I don't know what happened. I really don't.
Well,
I was like, damn, that shit has no structure anymore.
I was like literally that holding it up.
They had it set perfectly right now. Already before you even pulled it.
Yeah.
You know, they already had it set perfectly.
It's ready to go.
And now we got to reset it, and we're like, oh man, this shit's it's not the same as when we first started. What is this?
Sorcery. Obviously witchcraft at play.
It's the only explanation.
Obviously.
Are you just gonna put them in there like that?
I guess so. Wait, I don't know. I'm not sure if it would fit. I don't know. Man. I guess I could put all in a. It's a pretty big tin.
Yeah, I wouldn't know how to do that actually either, or what I was gonna do. I would probably just throw them all in there like fuck it. Jumbling tower. Even if you were to set it all up, it would probably just fall apart.
Yeah.
In the jumbling tower box.
Yeah. Jumbling towers.
Fucking A, bro.
Recognize.
Walmart just doing their own thing over there.
God damn it.
They're trying to rob everybody. They're like Rome in freaking in supermarkets.
Yeah.
They're taking over. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna take your ideas, and your ideas. And they're ours.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Good looks.
Look at this. They even turn King Supers into that. It's like, damn. Now everybody's just trying to make their own shit off of everyone else's shit, huh? Interesting.
Getting warm. I don't know if the jumping towers can take much more.
Really?
What do we got? 2 more? Is it the building flaw?
Maybe you have to.
Gotta throw those ones away. That's just the way it is. Okay, I see you. I see where the breakdown happened. I think I will just, do it, and then I'll just slide it off. The jumbling towers will jumble no more. Let that be known through all the 9 realms.
Through all the 9 realms. What a twist.
Look at me twisting.
Yep. People just don't even know. They just don't even know.
Do you guys like twisted teas? Is that your forte as well?
Yes.
What kind of twisted tea do you like? The original, the raspberry, half and half, peach, any other that there may be out there? That's not the comments below.
Let us know. Well, there you go.
Ta-da!
Yes.
The only way.
That's the only way you can fit it in there.
It was just like it was made for or something.
You don't want to see how it looks? Oh, I guess, yeah. It stays together.
Yeah, it does the trick.
48 wood blocks are the contents in this freaking tin. 48 of them bitches.
48 wood blocks in the box.
48 wood blocks in the box.
That's gonna be the next rap.
48 wood blocks in a box. Wood blocks in a box. Boom.
Wood blocks in the box.
Wood
Jenga.
in the box. Blocks in the box. Jenga.
Like jumbling towers everywhere. Jenga.
For real. We tearing this biz down. Jenga.
Jenga.
Jumping towers everywhere. Jenga. About to tear this bitch down. Jenga.
That might have to be a song, though.
That's how funny.
Jenga.
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 Jenga. It really might have to be, honestly. That shit might sound like you kind of go.
Yeah. You heard it here first. Coming to you soon.
Yeah, we'll see.
Jenga.
Yeah, watch.
Yeah, we'll take it slow.
All right, brother. To greatness.
Yes. Always and forever. Now that's Hennessy.
Now that's Hennessy, he said. Oh, yeah.
Very special.
Should be hitting.
Well, should call it there. Thank y'all for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends. And as always, peace and love. If you guys are interested as well, we got a show coming up on May 21st and May 29th.
Yes. So hit us up for tickets. $20 a piece.
Yeah, both of them. $20 a piece. Opening up for Afro on May 21st. And Blaze Ya Dead Homie and the Click on May 29th at the Roxy. But the 21st is at a
Bar Red.
Bar Red.
Yeah, right off of Colfax.
Sweet.
Pay attention to our pages, and you'll see where all the... We'll be sharing where the addresses and everything are. I can't remember it off the top of my head. But
the deets will be available soon.
Yes, indeed.
Just peep the deep. Keep your antennas in our direction. Until next time.
Thank you, guys.
Peace and love.